Hello, beautifuls. I want to talk about something that has been coming through extremely strongly lately, especially in all the messages going around about the new Earth, the new world, galactic federations, the 12 tribes, 13 tribes, chosen groups, and all these grand narratives that people suddenly seem to be channeling. What I need to say clearly is this: a lot of people are picking up a real shift in the field, but they are not reading it cleanly. They are sensing movement, but they are interpreting that movement through distortion. They are sensing a turn, but instead of reading the truth of that turn, they are projecting over it with fantasy systems, recycled spiritual language, old religious overlays, symbolic hierarchies, and collective scripts that sound important but do not actually hold the true line. That is what's happening. The signal is real, the interpretation is distorted. That is why so many of these messages are disorientating. That is why they all sound different. That is why people can feel something in them, but they leave more confused than clear, because the field is turning, but the ones reading it from distortion cannot relay it cleanly. And this is the truth that people need to understand. The true line cannot be bypassed. The gate is real. The sorting is real. The movement between the old world line and the true line is real, but it's not accessed through performance, fantasy, recycled buzzwords, or collective delusion. It is accessed through truth. It is accessed through alignment. It is accessed through the real gate. And that gate does not open for distortion just because distortion calls itself special. That is the lie underneath a lot of these messages. They want people to believe that access comes through identity, labels, spiritual status, tribe language, cosmic branding, or some dramatic chosen narrative. It does not. It comes through the true line. And if someone is reading from distortion, they will pick up a real signal and then wrap it in illusion. That is why people are being misled. Not because nothing is happening, but because something is happening, and the false field wants to intercept the interpretation before people find what is actually real. So the real message is much simpler than what most people are making it. The cycle is turning, the old line is ending, a sorting is happening, a gate is active, and people are being forced, one way or another, into a truth decision, not fantasy decision, not a branding decision, a truth decision. That is what's happening in the field. And that is why so many readers right now are suddenly getting fragments, symbols, and intense impressions, but cannot put them together in a clean way. They are touching the edge of something real, but they are not holding the authority to interpret it properly. So no, I'm not saying that every message is fake. I'm saying that a lot of what people are calling downloads right now are real signals filtered through distortion. And if you want the truth, you are going to have to stop being impressed by complexity. You are going to have to stop being impressed by mystical language. You are going to have to stop being impressed by the people who sound certain. And you are going to have to start asking one thing: does this message actually lead me to the true line? Or is it just another illusion designed to keep me circling inside the old one? Because that is the actual dividing line now. And a lot of people are failing that test.